Greetings, my name is Slight, and welcome to day 11 of a Vanessa run. I'm going to take you through a build review. The reason I do these videos is because it shows you the type of builds that can make it to the end game. Granted, this one's a little unique because I am actually only at 5 victories, and I don't know if I will actually make it past that. But the build was very fun, and so I wanted to actually showcase it because there was a couple things I learned from this build. Let's get into it. So, the way that the build's currently working is we're utilizing a double barrel that has the shielded upgrade, that has quite a few damage upgrades applied to it in the form of sharpening stone monster loot. We have a pistol sword, which is doing 61 damage anytime I use ammo. That synergizes great with the double barrel and with the ballista, because this ballista, whenever I use another ammo with item, gains 2 multicast for the fight. I have a strong start with a Clamora, which I have increased the slow by 1 second, which is a big deal. That is boosted by a Creeping Chill slow at the beginning of the game, as well as Oceanic Rush, which is hitting not only the Clamora, but the Torpedo as well. I have Inexorable, which is putting me at 14 crit. I've got Bloodhound at silver for a 2-second charge midway through the fight. And I have Bullet Time, which is adding a little bit more slow right in that early game when I need to slow them down so that I can get to hit my Ballista and Torpedo combo. I also have Crashing Waves, which at the start will haste another weapon. Ideally, this Clamor will go off and haste something like the Double Barrel or the Pistol Sword or the Ballista here. All of those would be very strong. One of the key things that I've timed here was intentionally upgrading Oceanic Rush. The idea here is we actually want Torpedo to go off once, and then once Ballista goes off, for it to then fire. That way Ballista starts adding in some of its ammo increase to the Torpedo damage. That being said, Torpedo is now the weakest part of this build, but I've gotten a little unlucky in my fights. I think I've lost 3 fights by less than 50 HP against dualies, which is tough, but you know, we're not going to give up, right? But I got an early silver Torpedo, and it carried me very hard in the early game, much stronger than I thought it would be. I was able to get an early gunner, and that +1 max ammo on something like Torpedo really helped it shine. Really helped it shine. You know, Ballista has 2 ammo, and Torpedo is an interesting scenario where that 1 ammo is a lot different than 2 ammo. I understand that this has like the large item usage reloads it. Obviously that works great with Ballista. It means we can get a 3rd Torpedo off if we live that long. That's unlikely. All that being said, I think that covers the build. There are quite a few ways that this could be improved, but let's see it in action against Didix here. And our chances of winning are quite low against a dually of this high rank, but let's give it a shot anyway. Maybe we get lucky. Main thing we want to look at is what is his health pool to start. He does have Initial Chill. Wow, that's such a strong item, especially on the solar farm here. So we will just see how far we get going. Yeah, look at that freeze. That is really tough to beat. That's very strong. And a huge amount of slow. Yeah, I can see why this player has such a high win rate. Incredibly high freezes, along with a good build that also slows. Very tough to beat. All that being said, this was a fun build. I just wanted to showcase it off. Especially I wanted to call your attention to an early Torpedo, which was much stronger than I thought it would be, as long as you can solve its ammo problem. With all that being said, good luck in the next one. Good luck in your next runs.